Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I am the host, T Money, and today I'm going to be doing my recap on the Bears and the Packers. Now, this is the oldest rivalry in NFL history, lasting over 100 years. So let's get straight to it, man. The Bears' first play ended up being a handoff to DeAndre Swift for 5 yards, and on the 3rd and 5, it ended up being a holding flag, a 10-yard penalty on the offense, pushed the Bears back to 3rd and 15, an incomplete pass, and on the Bears opening drive, they go 3 and out. Now, the Packers come out. Jordan Love a completion to Jaden Reed, a 6-yard reception, and then a 9-yard run play to Josh Jacobs for a first down. Then the Packers, on the 3rd and 1, get another completion to Jaden Reed for a first down. On the 3rd and 3, Josh Jacobs rushed for another first down. On the 2nd and 4, Montez Sweat ended up sacking Jordan Love, pushing them back to a 3rd and 17. And on a 3rd and 17, C.J. Gardner-Johnson picks off Jordan Love. This team has 18 total takeaways, most in the NFL. So the Bears come out on a 3rd and 15 after the interception. Pressure forces a 3 and out, and the Bears cannot score after the turnover. So the Packers come out on a 2nd and 5, a completion to Christian Watson on a slant route for a first down. On a 3rd and 19, an incomplete pass to Dobbs, and the Packers go 3 and out on their drive. So the Bears come back out on the 2nd and 3. A Swift gets us a rushing first down. But on the 3rd and 7, the Packers bring a blitz, forces Caleb to throw the ball away, and the Bears go 3 and out to end that quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, the score ended up being 0-0. Then coming out in that second quarter, the Packers, Josh Jacobs rushed for a first down on the 2nd and 3 for the Packers. And on 3rd and 1, Jacobs rushed for another first down. And on the 3rd and 2, ended up being a 22-yard completion for Wild for the Packers. And on the 3rd and 10, the Bears bring a blitz, and the Packers score first as Watson gets a reception touchdown in that second quarter. So the score ended up being 7-0. So the Bears come out after the score. On the 3rd and 3, Luther Burden gets a first down, a 12-yard reception. And on the 3rd and 4, a 3-yard rush for Kyle Monangai. On the 4th and 1, Caleb rushes for a first down. And the Bears get to a 3rd and 8, and the Packers bring a blitz. And the Bears go 3 and out once again. So after the 3 and out, the Bears were forced to kick a 33-yard field goal, which ended up being good. And the score ended up being 7-3 in that second quarter. So the Packers come out on the 2nd and 10. Melton ended up getting a reception touchdown for 45 yards. So you do not want to see back-to-back scoring plays in one quarter. It's just unacceptable from this defense. And the score ended up being 14-3 after the Melton touchdown. Then the Bears come out. Caleb gets sacked for a loss of 9, pushes the Bears to a 3rd and 19, an incomplete pass, and the Bears go 3 and out to end that second quarter. At the half, the score ended up being 3-14. Caleb Williams was 6 for 14, only 32 yards. Jordan Love was 12 for 17, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. So coming out into that third quarter, Packers come out on 3rd and 11. Bears bring a blitz. Ended up being an incomplete pass to Melton as the Packers go 3 and out in the opening drive in that second half. And the Bears, on the 1st and 10, a 6-yard reception for Zaccheaus. Then on the 2nd and 4, a play action fake rush for a first down for Caleb. Then on the 3rd and 5, we get a first down reception to Colson Loveland. Then on the 1st and 10, another reception for Cole Kmet for 26 yards. On the 3rd and 1, DeAndre Swift ended up getting a straight handoff, which gets us to a 1st and goal. Zaccheaus ended up getting a reception for a touchdown on the 1st and goal line, and the Bears go for the 2-point attempt. A Monangai rush, the 2-point attempt ended up being completed. So the score 11-14. Then the Packers come out after the score. Ended up having a 15-yard run for Reed for a first down. On the 3rd and 3, Watson, a slant route, gets another reception for a touchdown, his second of the game, and the score ended up being 11-21. So this defense really struggled this game. The Bears come out after the score. Cole Kmet ended up getting a first down reception. On the 2nd and 10, Luther Burden gets a first down reception. On the 3rd and 8, Packers bring another blitz, forces the Bears to go 3 and out as Santos kicks a 41-yard field goal, and the score ended up being 14-21. So then the Packers come out on the 3rd and 10, short of the first down, and they ended up going 3 and out on their possession after we kicked the field goal. Then the Bears come out on the 3rd and 1. Monangai ended up getting a 9-yard rush for a first down to end that third quarter. And the score at the end of the third quarter ended up being 14-10. to 21. Starting off that fourth quarter, the Bears had a 3rd and 1. Swift ended up getting a rushing first down for 8 yards. And on the 3rd and 7, Swift gets another first down. And on the 3rd and 8, ended up being a screenplay to Luther Burden, who gets us to the 1st and goal line. And on the 3rd and goal, Colson Loveland ended up getting a touchdown. Score ended up being 21 to 21. And the Packers come out after the score. They get a first down to Reed on a cross route. Jacobs gets a 21-yard rush for a first down. And on the 3rd and goal, Jacobs gets a rushing touchdown for the Packers. So the score ended up being 21 to 28. This defense really struggled. They could not stop nothing. The rush, the pass, they look confused out there. And the Bears come out on the 1st and 10, a 27-yard reception for Luther Burden. And on the 2nd and 10, Duvernay ended up getting his 2nd catch of the year. Normally he's on special teams, punt return, and he gets a first down. And on 3rd and 1, Manungai rushes the ball, but ended up getting stopped, and we ended up being short. And on the 4th and 1, the last play of the game for the Bears, Caleb ended up throwing an interception to Nixon as he rolls to the left and kind of forces this ball out. After the interception, that pretty much was ball game. The Packers get the ball, run the clock out. So the score at the end of the game ended up being 21 to 28 as the Bears lose, and they fall to 9-4. So at the end of the game, Caleb Williams was 19 for 35, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jordan Love was 17 for 25, 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I will see y'all next time.